Hello everyone and welcome back to my Let's Play of Aiden Chronicles, the First Mage. So, like I mentioned in the last video, I did some training. And, well, let's, let me show you the results. The main character, Zyark, also known as Alaron, is now level 8. And, I did a little bit of training in terms of the healer skill, because I realized that without Alchemist on the team to make potions, he's got level 1 Alchemist, but he doesn't have access to, the better potions. I need a way to heal my guys out of battle, so I went and trained the healer spell. There's unfortunately no trainer in this town for Alchemist, so I wasn't about to use just like the raw battle, after battle experience to train it up, because it uses up a lot more experience. And just to give you an idea of how much more experience it would take to train to level 2 after battle versus at a trainer. The cave bears that I was fighting to gain these, additional levels in the experience, each bear that I fought gave 1200 experience. The additional amount of experience needed to train it up to level 2 after a battle is 1200. That was a little pricey in my mind. So I wasn't willing to do that. So I went with healer instead, because there was an actual trainer in this town for healer. I trained that up, and I'm able to heal relatively well with herbs after battles, so that's okay. And that was about it really for skill-wise. I mean, I got Wizard to level 3 for Brenna now. She's got Air Shield. I actually could go get that to level 3, but I think I'll stick with level 2. And then Wind, which is an offensive spell, level 1. And I gave her a healer just because I eventually plan on getting her healer up as well. But aside from that, it wasn't really much in the way of skill training. I did some stat increases, and I'm working on training for half weapons with Abrakan. Here's a nifty tip that I sort of figured out on my own. The weapon skills will level up on their own up to level 5, because I had not touched Brenna's throwing skill, and as you can see, it is now level 4. It started at level 2, and I haven't trained it on my own using experience. It's the same thing for the main character's missile and sword. I believe sword started out either 3 or 4, and missile 3. Now they're 5. So I'm basically using that knowledge to train halved up on Abrakan to 5, because I've always been a fan of using a pole axe or some sort of axe on him, and they're pretty strong weapons. And one of the stronger weapons in the game that you can get that's really useful is it's a mace, but it's in the same category. They're also called halved for whatever reason. I don't know. I'd have to Google that, or you can Google it to find out what that term halved means. But the mace is in the same category as the axes, and it's really good. So if I plan on keeping Abrakan, at all, I mean, I won't be replacing him. But that's a skill that I would want to have, would be able to use both swords and axes. So I got that. And I got shield to level 3 on everybody except Brenna, who can't use shields. I think the only person I needed to actually train that up was Beckon, who had it at 2. So, oh, I did give Beckon Thief, actually. Think of it. So, yeah, he level 6, getting close to level 7. Abrakan's level 8, or not 8, 10, sorry about that. And Brenna's level 7, main character's level 8. So I think we're about ready to head in. We're not ready to take on the boss of the mountains just yet, but there's a lot of monsters to fight. And by a lot, I mean it's going to take 2 episodes to cover the entire mountain area, because there's a lot. But first things first, we're going to go into this place here, and there'll be a little cutscene. Enjoy the reading. thinks he's better. He's slowly going insane. No, not really. Basically, the dialogue is all centered around this. Goblin raids. That's basically our mission right there. Alright, so that is our mission. And we still have to see the friend of Oriana, but we will see her around the city somewhere at some point in time. Not very friendly weather here. As the moon rises up, apparently it is nighttime. I think I might actually want to spend the night in the inn and make it daytime, so I think I will do that. I'm gonna cut the video here. We'll be back. It'll be morning, and we will be ready to set out towards the mountains and hunt for. Alright, and here we are. It is morning, and we are heading out. Despite the fact that it's still raining, that's not going to help the javelin throwing, but nonetheless, we must do what we must do. Now I've got the area map opened up to help me navigate through this otherwise fairly large and easy to get lost in maze of a mixture basically of tunnels and valley within the mountains. So lots and lots of guys to fight, lots of things to do. Just passing through this cave really briefly to get to the other side. I've actually already come in here once. I was in need of gemstones, and there were some gemstones in here, so I came and got them. Fought the boar that was guarding them, though otherwise there was really nothing in here. One disadvantage no longer having Godric around is that I can only make fire flasks and basic healing potions until I make it to the next city and level up that alchemist skill. Kinda stuck. Okay, so there's a hut here to explore. Some herbs in front. Just waiting to see how many herbs I have left. 76. Alright, well I'll just pick it up and hope I won't get too many. Oh yeah, no. I'm sort of used to seeing like 20 or whatever herbs coming from those things, because in my other playthrough, I have this skill at a much higher level which improves the amount that you get. Plus, you know, being further in the game, you just generally get more. So, yeah. Why does it seem like... Okay, now I'm in the middle here. That's why. Back that way. Got a little turned around. I wanted to go towards the hobgoblin. Hi there. Or not Hobgoblin, that's the Minotaur. Many Minotaurs. Come and meet your death. She's able to do a pretty good amount of damage with that javelin, and I'm quite pleased. And I've improved on her dexterity and intelligence, so it makes it even better. Smack him. There we go, that was easy. These guys seem to be pushovers. I expected a little bit more. Wow, okay. Wow, and he's almost dead. Well, they can hit pretty hard, and they don't miss. But I was gonna say neither do we, but take it back. I can miss. You're not going anywhere. I'm actually gonna let him flee and use the healing potion. Gonna have him heal with herbs. There we go. Oh, no, he actually hasn't left yet. Let's make sure he leaves. Chase him down. I've seen him before where they start to flee, and I left him alone thinking, well, he's just gonna run, I'll leave him be and just heal up and stuff. And he ended up changing his mind and coming back. Stopped fleeing and turned around and started coming towards us. So I killed him. He apparently, though, is slowly, but definitely making his way out of the battlefield. I think he has to go to where that gap in the wooden wall there. That's where he has to make it to. I believe. Yeah, somewhat like that anyway. Okay, well he's dead, so that's good. There was something I wanted to do with the experience, but I can't remember what that was now. There's a reason I was saving up, I just don't seem to remember what it was. Well, then I guess I'll just work on stats. So, saving up for his dex, same here. I'm basically saving up for dex all around, because dex is super needed early on. This improves your defense, improves your chance to hit, which essentially helps your damage. Slightly dangerous trap. Gonna save before, just in case. Because, well, my main mechanic was actually Godric prior to swapping him out. Success. Ah, 40 gold. Would not have mattered if I had failed. Alright, so back the other way. Heading towards the tent that was over here. And probably goblins, yes. I'm pretty sure most of the tents this area just have goblins. Whoa! Well, that one didn't last long. Ow. Can hit hard though. And now they're running away. Oh, well, that was a pathetic heal. Almost not even worth it. Ah, it's usually a potion. Well, for how easy that was, I got a lot of experience. That's good. Anything else in here? Yes, a chest. With the healing potion. Alright. This leads back down to the main path. So we came full circle and fought two groups of guys. Got a few things. Not better than nothing. I did say this was going to be long. I mean, I could skip some of the fights. You know, the easy ones. Especially if it's against like a wolf or something. Like the bears are going to be back again. I'll probably fight them and not bother recording that. But, yeah. It's still going to be a long time exploring these caves. It's just the way they are. And here is the bear. Or, yeah, no, there it is. Well, you know, as much as one cave bear is not super challenging, at least not now, that I've fought a bunch and gained some levels, they can still hit hard. I entered that fight with Apricot at nearly full health, and yeah, he took about 20 damage from one hit. It's the only hit he got in before we killed him, but nonetheless, imagine a whole group of those bears. It'd be pretty much a pretty big threat. They're quite resilient. Like I'm lucky if I get 10 damage with Brenna, for example. They have a higher defense and a decent amount of HP and hit really hard. Ogres! And they won't engage me. This is something that I think is unique to this area, but I'm not sure on that. There are a certain group of monsters where they will not fight you. They won't engage you, that is. They'll be patrolling around and they'll act like NPCs that you can interact with and talk with. Like you'll see that I can talk with this guy, and you know he'll say something, whatever, and then the fight will happen. But they won't, you know, chase me down after me and try to engage in combat. Roar! Well, I hope so. It's a freaking ogre. It doesn't even know how to speak. And it's just one ogre. Oh, that's actually kind of disappointing. I have been running that thing, you know, past that thing, back and forth earlier, fighting the two bears. Completely ignoring him. Thinking, well, this is going to be fun to show later in the video. And here I am showing you him, and it's just the one lonely ogre. That's probably why he sort of waits for you to engage him. because he knows he'll get his butt kicked. He didn't get to do anything. So sad. Thanks for the free gold. And giant axe, which essentially is gold at this point. Okay, let me just check the map here quick. There's a cave that will open up later, but it's not there now. It's full of ogres too. But yeah, we'll probably go there later. Might go there on my own. Show you guys me getting my butt kicked by them. Let's see. I want to go the most efficient route. And the boss is where? I'm not really sure. Doesn't really say. At least as far as I can tell. I think it's in one of these. Oh no, wait, it says right there. Okay. So it's that one. Alright, so I know where I'm going. Oh, more or less. And, let's see. Oh, well, actually, the tents are all lettered. So that's good. I can just sort of follow the letters. Wait, am I going the right way? Yes, I am. Good stuff. Good stuff. Still think I want to go the other way, though. I want to go this way. There's another bear. And that was bear number 2. So, from here on in, there is one goblin outside that I've beaten just because it was in the way, and one inside a tent, which is the tent I was using to respawn the bears over here, the one that's just holding sight now. So that's tent number B. According to this, the next route I go is... Hopefully this isn't missing anything. There's a bunch of caves too. But I think what I'll do is I'll go efficient on the caves. And only go in certain entrances, because from looking at here, most of the caves that you can go in, actually I think almost all of them, they're all interconnected. So I can really only go in once. There's 2 goblins to kill, and then follow the path that leads to another side, basically the other side, where there's more stuff. But otherwise, I can ignore the caves. Whereas in the past, I would have basically gone at every single entrance, walked around, not maybe realizing that, you know, I have been here before. And I spend a lot of time in here, and I would get lost easily, which is, I'm so glad that I have this map now. You have no idea how useful having a map is. And a maze, basically a maze, you know, it's a place this complex, can only be really called a maze. And, yeah, there's a map. The tricky part is getting past these hobgoblins. There are quite a few to fight, and they are a pain in the butt with their stupid spirit shield. This damage is a lot lower compared to Africans. that's because he's using a sword that, although accurate, is just less capable offensively. She got a hit! Yay! Okay, I'm gonna leave that there. And go for the Hobgoblin. He can finish off this wolf. Easily. But maybe he should have been the one to go with the Hobgoblin. But oh well. Ah, not that spell. No idea how long it's been so far, though. But I think I'm going to end it pretty soon. I think I'm going to get into one more fight. I know I'm going to go... Actually, no, I'll head to the next tent, according to this list. And, I might be able to camp inside the tent. That'd be nice. But regardless, I think that's where I'll end it. So there'll be one more fight inside a tent. And, then we will end the recording for today's episode. Oh yes, I can do my dexterity now. And why not do strength as well? He needs it. Dexterity. Dexterity. And for her... I'm gonna go dex as well. Oh, so close for intelligence. Hey, good. Continue to climb this hill. There are many, many paths to go in this thing. You have no idea. It's probably not as hard to get lost in this place as it is in the Poison Forest where Oriana was, because at least in here, because of the different not layers, levels, you know, the different heights of the places, you can sort of look over when you're up a higher edge and sort of see, you know, look down and say, okay, well, I've been there, you know, by looking at it, you can sometimes tell and stuff like that. That wolf is going to engage me, isn't he? Well, only because he's blocking the entrance to the tent. Most likely is, anyway. Let's see. Yeah, he is. Well, you won't see the fight, but I'll be fighting it. And that's the end of the wolves. Intelligence. Let's go with his endurance, I think. Yeah. Alright. Wolves are done. Now to enter this tent. Fight whatever's inside. Oh, Hobgoblin, not what I was hoping. And, is it gonna hit him before he can cast that spell? He won't even get the spell off. It's gonna be too weak to do it. Let's finish him off, put him out of his misery. There's a tough guy. The rest is easy. I'm just gonna let African handle it since he's the closest one. Those goblin sergeants may not hit very hard, sometimes anyway. But they are quite resilient. They don't take a lot of damage from magic compared to some other things, and they have a pretty good avoidance. by avoidance I mean a dexterity score, because it's basically what constitutes as avoidance in this game. At least I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna have to double check the description on the dexterity, but I'm pretty sure it mentions something about being able to avoid attacks. Whereas the warrior skill and your endurance stat are your ability to withstand attacks. Let's see what it says. I'm curious. Dexterity. Defense against enemy weapon attacks. So that could mean your ability to dodge them, or your defense score. Like it doesn't. There's nowhere really that shows your defense score, so it's probably a combination of like your dexterity, endurance is actually just your HP, in addition to your stamina. So it's probably dexterity plus the warrior skill plus your shield skill. If you can use shields, that is, and then plus any stats from the equipment. Let's see what's in here. There is a bag on the ground. Why can't I loot it? That is strange. Maybe it's not meant to be looted. Gonna try and disarm it. Success. Not bad. Okay. And there's probably not much else here. As far as I can tell, those barrels have nothing. That bag, strangely enough, has nothing. So I'm going to see if I can't rest here. And then we'll call it regardless if I can or can't. Nope. Okay. So I'll have to do that outside then. But this is where we will end the video for today. I'll just save while I have the thought about doing it. And yeah. So in the next episode, we will continue exploring the huts and caves and mountain area in general. In this area, which is called the Elmar Mountains. And we will slowly and surely make our way towards the boss of the area, the leader of these goblins. Considering that there are, let's do a quick count here, 5, 10, 14, by my count anyway, 14 more tents to explore, plus a cave area which has 6 groups of goblins and 6 of hobgoblins. I think that's 7 goblins. And well, basically, there's 6. There's 7 groups in total to fight. 4 goblins and 3 hobgoblins, which will probably have hobgoblins with the hobgoblins anyway. But there's all that to fight, plus monsters on the outside mountain area, and the 14 tents. Am I counting that right? No, sorry, make that 13. 14 would be including the one I just did. There are 13 tents remaining to explore, plus that cave, plus one of those 13 tents has the boss. So it'll be, optimistically, maybe we'll have it done by the end of the next episode, but we'll see. Considering we're going to jump right in and just run around and fight stuff, with the amount of fights that there is to do, I will definitely have to skip some of them. But we'll see. So until next time.